In 10 years of getting requests, there's one destination I get more than others, and that is how do I use points to get to India. Today's episode of On Point, I'm gonna show you how you can travel there one way for as few as 25,000 Bilt points. Let's dig in. My name is Richard Kurtz, Senior Director of Travel here at Bilt Rewards. Welcome to another episode of On Point, where I show you how to maximize your Bilt points for all things travel. If that interests you, make sure to like this video and subscribe so you never miss an episode. With that, let's jump in. On today's episode of On Point, a little bit different than the others, we have an entire country that people want to visit, not just a city. So I'm gonna spend a lot of time today focusing on flights, which is the difficult part of getting to the other side of the world compared to hotels. I'm gonna walk you through a few strategies I like to use that leave your options rather open-ended and let you pick the itinerary most convenient and most affordable to you. So let's start here on Google Flights. What I like to do is go to the Explore functionality of Google Flights. We're gonna start our trip today in San Francisco, where our member requested that we travel from to India, and you can actually type in an entire country here. In India, round trip flights in the next 6 months. It's gonna show you the best prices. But what I really like here is, hey, let's say I wanna make this as convenient as possible. Where are the non-stop flights that I can go from San Francisco to India? Very quickly, you see our 3 results. You have Bangalore, Mumbai, and Delhi. All these operated by Air India, blocking in anywhere from 17 hours to 18 hours one way. Ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna be a long flight. So the best thing you can do to make it comfortable is think about how little money you spent to get there by using Bilt points. So then I'm gonna take that information and go back to our regular Google Flights. I'm gonna say, hey, let's take a March trip down to India. San Francisco, we saw down to Delhi, they fly nonstop. I always like to search one way. And again, let's look out in that March date and see what we can find. I'm gonna pick a Friday here, we get done with the work week, and we're gonna head over to the other side of the planet. Remember that we can filter this to nonstop only, and you're gonna see our Air India flight here, whopping 16 hours and 15 minutes. And you go, hey, Richard, Air India, that's nice and convenient, but can I use Bilt points? Yes, you can. Let's take a look at how. We're gonna start with our partner, United Airlines. Air India is a part of Star Alliance with United, so we can transfer our Bilt points to United and book a flight on partner Air India. Remember, book with miles, all important here. We're not paying cash, we're using Bilt points. And find flights. And you see here, all the way in first class in Air India. Yes, that's a true first class Air India operator. They have a very unique calendar function at the top where you can just switch day by day. And we find, hey, here's the economy nonstop flight, 46,800 United miles. And with only $5.60 in taxes and fees, which is excellent, you have a nonstop flight all the way to the other side of the planet. You can use the same technique to search the nonstop flights that Air India flies to Mumbai or to Bangalore. Simply change the airport codes here at the top. 46,800 miles is a lot, but very reasonable to get the convenience of a nonstop flight. Let's take a look at a few other Bilt partner options. We're gonna start with Virgin Atlantic. This is Virgin Atlantic homepage. Let's start with that March trip again, 1 passenger. Here's the all-important part. We wanna make sure that points is selected here and the class you're searching for, economy, and then you simply hit the search button. What I like about Virgin Atlantic, it brings up an entire week's worth of availability. And you see here, hey, 25,000 Bilt points. That's pretty great. That's almost half as much as United. I do want to call to attention that $300 in carrier imposed surcharges, so it's just up to you. Hey, do I want to spend more miles and pay less cash out of pocket? Do I want to save Bilt points, make them last longer, and I'm willing to pay $313? You know, it's really up to you, but Virgin Atlantic, really nice ride. You see here, hey, we can all the way go up into premium economy for 45,000 Bilt points and $515. That's a really long flight, maybe worth $200 and 20,000 extra Bilt points for you to be a little bit more comfortable. You click the details button, it brings up, hey, what kind of plane am I flying? It's the Dreamliner 787-9s, super comfortable, actually pressurized to a lower altitude so that that jet lag doesn't hit you as hard. And then how long is my layover? 5 hours, where I can actually maybe get some fresh air, take a nap in the London Heathrow Airport. Really up to you, but very reasonable redemption rates here on the partner Virgin Atlantic, and something to consider. Another option to always remember if you want to fly to India is the Bilt Travel Portal. This allows you to redeem Bilt points at 1.25 cents each towards the revenue airfare, or what a ticket cost in cash. And you see here, very reasonable, right? This is almost exactly what United was charging, a little bit less to save you points. And this is gonna be one stop through Montreal. You can go through here, all the filters on the left-hand side. How many stops am I willing to make? Which airlines do I want to fly? Hey, is seat choice included? Big deal for that 18-hour flight down to India, and everything else that you want to know. So those are 3 different options to fly economy, San Francisco down to Delhi in this case. Now, me personally, what would I do in this situation? Well, I'm a little bit spoiled, so I'm not gonna fly all the way to the other side of the world after years of hard work with points and miles in the back of the bus. Ladies and gentlemen, I am flying in business class. How would I make that happen? Well, I'm gonna wanna go over to our partners at Aeroplan. Aeroplan, also a member of the Star Alliance with Air India, with United. They have a large route network down to the subcontinent, and I do a simple search. Remember your all important book with points button. We select Saturday, March the 11th. You click search, and I see here business class, 90,000 Bilt points transferred to Aeroplan. This is a one-stop itinerary from San Francisco up to Vancouver on Air Canada, and then Vancouver to Delhi on Air India. Mixed cabin, this is really important. It's 90% in business, so when I click the details here, okay, this is just a 2-hour flight in economy. I'm okay with that because I'm gonna get this 15-hour flight in business class in a lie flat seat. So one additional thing I need to call out, Qatar Airways is an amazing option to fly San Francisco to Doha and then Doha to your given choice of city in India. You can book this itinerary with American miles, but it will not show availability on the American website. Best bet is to call an American agent and have them look for space for you. If you like this content, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. If you want to travel to another place on the other side of the world, check out our video on Singapore here. And with that, I'll see you out there.